Hey guys, happy Monday. It is Monday, November 28th, and it's been a while since I made a full-length long video. I've been uploading some shorts, but I haven't actually posted a full week-long video in probably a month. So I'm gonna fill you in quick and gonna try to be more consistent at it starting now. It all started off with our fall break. It was a short week and there just wasn't really much to film, and then I was just resting and relaxing, and then we got into conference season and daylight savings, and I just was having a hard time adjusting to the darkness and all that good stuff. And then now lately it's been this guy right here. This is Rudy, so you've probably seen a short with him, but he is a golden retriever, and I got him about 3 weeks ago now. He's been doing awesome, but takes up a lot of time and energy. Rudy, come say hi. Hi. And we love Reggie too. We love you both. You've been a good big brother, haven't you? Yeah, so he's been doing really good, but it's taking up a lot of time. So now we're back, and meet Rudy. Don't eat his tail. So yeah, that's Rudy, and let's do this. So he's about 11 weeks old now, and things have been going really well. He just learned how to use the doggy door. And ever since he's learned how to use this, I block off during the day and he's still in the kennel. But ever since he learned how to go outside using this, he hasn't had any accidents. So let's hope that just keeps up. Still getting there, but he's been really good at letting himself in and out. So he's been doing great. He's in his kennel during the day. He's in his kennel at night. The first couple nights he whined a lot at night, and now he doesn't at all. And during the day, I still come home at lunch, so I'm able to let him out, play, and then, yeah. So that's Rudy. But I'm getting ready to go to work. So I will check in with you after school and let you know what we are up to, since I haven't done this for a while. So see you then. Goodbye. Monday afternoon, and I'm already failing because I got in my car and realized I forgot to talk about what I did today. So I will combine tomorrow into 2 days and let you know what we do, because it all kind of carries off of each other anyway. So I will see you tomorrow on Tuesday. Okay, bye. Good morning. It is Wednesday, November 30th, somehow the last day of November already. And I forgot to check in yesterday, so it is the morning. I'm going to tell you what we've done so far this week right now, since I've been the worst at remembering to actually record this. All right, let's start off with reading. We are talking about figurative language. I have introduced 2 types of figurative language each day. I did do most of these last year as well, but again, they're just, I feel like terms they don't always remember, and the examples. So on Monday we did simile and metaphors. Yesterday we did hyperboles and onomatopoeias. And then I have some slides with just different sentence examples. And then we just decide if there's a simile, metaphor, hyperbole, onomatopoeia in there, or if there's nothing in there. So that's what we've been doing for our reading lessons. Our read aloud books this week it's an author study on Douglas Florian, who writes poems. So we read On the Wing and In the Swim. We didn't read all the poems, but we read most of them in the books. For writing, we have done every type of writing so far. Well, we started with opinion writing, because I feel like that's the easiest. I feel like sometimes narratives are just hard to get kids started because they don't know what to write about. So we went opinion, narrative, expository. And now we're coming back to narrative, and we're going to do a fictional narrative. We talked a lot about plot for the last week and a half, before Thanksgiving, that short week, and then the full week prior. So we had plotted the events of books we had read. We did some Pixar shorts. And now, so I started off on Monday having them create their own plot map for a story they would want to write. So this is what they filled out. They just kind of thought of the characters, the setting, what they want their conflict to be, what the climax is going to be, and just kind of some events that might happen at the beginning and the end of the book. So they did that on Monday. And then yesterday they started writing, and I don't know about every other class, but mine, when we do writing, usually is okay, what's the minimum I need? How many sentences do I need? And they aim to do the minimum and then just stop. So I really just talked with them yesterday about how this isn't about reaching a minimum of sentences or paragraphs. It's about telling a story, so it's going to be engaging for your readers to actually read. We talked about how we're the authors right now, and our purpose for this one is to entertain. So we need to be descriptive and make it fun to read, and explaining our characters. And in books, they don't say, this is Bob. Bob is 9. He likes this. All those things, we learn about them through the actual story and through the plot events in a book. So they started writing yesterday and just really was emphasizing like this is not going to be something you should finish in a day, because we're going to really take our time, be descriptive, and make it engaging for others to read. So I had a couple examples that I just wrote, and I had like a better and best, like, hey, this is fine, like we learned stuff, but let's add more detail, more description, add some dialogue, add some figurative language, do things to make it more descriptive and engaging to read. So they have some really good ideas. Some of them are doing like spin-offs of books that they like. Some are incorporating video game characters. They're just kind of all over the place. So I'm really excited to see what they do come up with. So that's kind of our ELA chunk. We've also been doing a lot on ReadWorks, just assigning. They have some fiction series, so if you're looking for some, the question sets, they say they're for like 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, but my class did actually overall really well with them. So there's a few questions they didn't quite understand, but most of them were just fine. So the Run series, so if you use ReadWorks, the Run series, and then Alien Kids were 2 that we've done. At the end of last week, we finished up multiplication and we're doing decimals, and then we'll do long division after decimals. So this week we're doing expanded form, rounding, adding, subtracting, and comparing and ordering decimals. So we've been working on that. Today we'll do adding and subtracting. Tomorrow we'll do, tomorrow we'll do fractions as, decimals as fractions and percents. Hopefully just do a little review and then start long division next week. And lastly, for science, we are talking about the water cycle. So we are just making kind of a little model of it. They started this yesterday, but I gave them each a file folder. We're just going off, making a little model. So they're gonna this will be like, what am I trying to say? Like this will be like the sky and the horizon. This will be like the ground. So hills, they'll have like a mountain. We'll add some clouds, and then we'll have like the precipitation. We'll have it infiltrating into the mountain. We'll have some groundwater. We'll have some collection. We'll have some evaporation. We'll add some trees for transpiration. And then up here we'll have some condensation, and then it coming back down to precipitation. So we'll make a little model of the water cycle in these. And that is catching you up. So we'll see if I remember to fill you in today, but honestly, it'll just be what I just kind of talked about. So maybe I won't even check it. Maybe I'll just let you know how things wrap up on like Thursday or Friday. Also, I've gone this whole week without coffee, and I'm actually surviving, so yeah, that's my life. Hey guys, happy Friday. It is the end of the day, and for this being my first attempt back to making a full video, I kind of forgot a lot. But before I leave, I'm gonna give you a very quick update of some things we did today that were kind of fun, and then I'm out of here. Okay, our poetry books today was called Insectopedia, and it was about different insects. So what I did, because the kids were kind of burnt out of the poems, it was kind of fun just to read them, and they guessed which insect it was about. So that was actually fun. And then to wrap up figurative language, we did some trash get ball. So I found some figurative language task cards in TPT. I can link them if you want, but they were song lyrics, and it had a specific type of figurative language they were looking for in the lyrics. And for everyone that got correct, they had a chance to then shoot during a game of trash get ball. So I can insert some pictures, but I just went lines of baskets. So 1, 2, 3, 4 points, and then their team, they threw them in. Their group number was written on there. So at the end, we went through and tallied up how much each group got. So it's kind of a fun way to practice finding examples of it. But these were the task cards. So yeah, it was kind of fun. And that was it. So sorry, it was kind of a lame week of trying to fill you in, but we'll try again next week. See you, bye.